Goodnight Lost Souls. My name is the Biotic Banshee, and welcome back to Aneurism IV. Today, we're in the less seen part of Aneurism, the underground. This is probably one of the least seen places in the game unless you're a frequent flyer on the Scum rolls. And I'm going to try to help guide y'all through the underground so that y'all know where to look for parts at and how to play these roles at least somewhat effectively. Now, I am on a server that is at 57% rot, which means the Scum are doing a pretty good job of fighting back, which is why I chose this server. It'll let me get some room to tell you guys about what's going on and maybe show off some things. So, first things first, if you've played the game before and haven't noticed on one of the recent updates, they have moved the vault door to also include the bazaar. The bazaar is now included in the locked off part of the underground. Normally, you could have gotten to this part, even as a cortex. You could have gotten here. Wow, that music is loud. 2 seconds. That is incredibly loud to everything else in the game. What the hell? Okay, you know what? Let's just take the whole game down in general. Holy shit. Sorry about that, guys. Those were way louder than expected. So, but yes. So normally the vault door would have been here, blocking this off, but now it's moved further ahead to let the Scum also have the bazaar. When you do spawn into the Scum, you're going to have a knife and a lighter. And that is all you're going to get as far as spawn is concerned. And you are, as seen by the blue skull at the middle of my screen, you're marked for limitation, for limit. So any cortex that sees you will immediately get a nice big blue square over you that says, hey, this motherfucker needs to die. So avoid going above ground as much as you can until you're well armed. So essentially, this is the underground. That first floor is just an introductory floor and includes the bazaar. The second floor down here includes your first Scum stash. Your Scum stash will include everything out of your regular stash, even if you put it in from a different life. So if you're... Hang on a moment. Somebody's dying. Okay, sorry. Even if you're playing as we'll just say a prole. If you're playing a prole and you stash some stuff away and then you pick up Scumbag, you can come down here and your Scum stash will have all the things from your prole. Also, on the second floor, we have the first ritual pit, which is down here through this broken wall. If you're a ritual leader, which you can become by I'll place a show you later on, but you have to be a Scum to become a fanatic, a cultist. Then you can come here, drop bodies in the pit for certain things. That's for starting rituals, and I will tell you more about them here in a little bit. There's also this nice big busted down door, and this is a cortex armory. Now, you would know the cortex are the police, and the reason this armory is down here is because if you do manage to come down here as a controller, if you manage to convince the Scum to let you down here without murdering you, you can become a rogue, and you can go rogue and play Scum while you will have an altered appearance. You won't look perfect. You won't pass. Oh, shit. Darkness just... That's the ritual, by the way. That's dark. This is darkness ritual. Everything goes red and black, and it's extremely hard to see. And as you can see, all citizens are now subject to limitations. So the cops pretty much get a free pass to shoot on sight. So it becomes very dangerous for everybody involved, and it generally just causes havoc. If you go between the two containers like I just went through, you can find a bunch of trash bins. Now, the trash bins and everything down here have a different drop pool than on the surface. So you will find some more interesting things. You'll obviously find your odd glue. You'll find pipes. Pipes are actually a lot more common down here than they are above ground. This whole subway has a few different trash cans. We just saw somebody come back. So, like that ritual leader came back, or the cultist, sorry. So chances are we won't find anything down here. But there's a couple trash cans up there. There's one here. If you go across the tracks and head down, you'll see these little trains. They don't have anything on them as far as I know. And you can find this trash can here. It's had some soil on it. Soil and pots are actually kind of useful for the Scum, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. So that is pretty much all of the subway. Just go back through here, and we can exit our way back out past this little fountain area. I'm going to do the whole layout before we get into what we need to do, because the underground can be a very confusing place to be, and it could be a very, if you're new to it, it can be very annoying to find materials that you need to build weapons and things. So this is the second floor. That is pretty much the entirety of it. We can go down here and take a look at what's over here. There's not much, though. Little camping town, like little like tents and things that are set up to be kind of where we live. Little, can't remember what they call them, hobo towns. There's a word for it. Also back here, I guess there is this. If you manage to mine materials, you can come down here, and they have their own metalwork. See, this guy's actually got 29 metal in it. If we can get coal and bring it here, we could melt down the metal. Also, there is a workbench, and this will allow us to build things like skin tape, guitars, hijackers. Hijackers are mainly used to open the big vault doors that I showed you, the one that we started near. Don't really need this, honestly, if you're playing a Scum. But if you want to give it to a cop so that they can get down and become a rogue, you can make one of these and give it to them. There's repair kits, there's scrap metal, pickaxes, a lot of the stuff. This is all the stuff that you can normally make as, you know, as regular people. But that is what's down here. These are needed for the Scum in order to make guns. We do need plates and axles and things in order to make weaponry of our own. If you come down to the third and final floor, you will find a cult bench. The cult bench acts as though it has already had gun parts, a gun crafting kit added to it. So you have access to all kinds of guns, as well as rot bombs, which are pretty new, as well as, if I can find it in this list, I'm actually not seeing it in this list, but there's an IED. You can make an IED as well that will let you blow up neurostabilizers, which is a thing that the Scum really do want to do because it helps spread the rot. So essentially, though, that is all the things. That's everything you'll need. You'll notice that odd glue is a huge part of it. So it's machine parts. You'll see metal plates and ingots and all sort of things that you will need. It takes a long time to learn all the recipes, but I do recommend taking the time to do so. I could go through them all, but honestly, I'd just be listing off a ton of materials when I could just be showing you more useful things. This is one of the big rooms. This is a huge room, giant well in the middle. I'll jump up here and show you. Huge thing full of just random shit. It's kind of hard to see in the darkness. But honestly, it's easier to see down here with this on than it is with my fucking lighter. This thing does nothing. If you want to be a cult leader, you will go around the side, and there's this big-ass long hallway. Assuming they didn't change where it spawned, because I'm not actually... There it is. If you run all the way down this big-ass hallway, you will find this silhouette here. This silhouette is how you become a cult member. It's actually changed. This is the new cult hideout. I forgot. The zealot, yeah, you can become this for 15 amenities on top of the 5 that you became to be a scumbag. This is the new cult hideout. It, again, has a cult bench and a scum stash back here in the back with this weird-looking rock. I believe this is actually rot. I think this is like the center of the rot, so to speak. So, but you can come down here and be a zealot if you'd like. That is pretty much a straight upgrade to being a scumbag. They get access to an axe to start carrying as their beginning thing. You'll keep all your equipment if you swap over to being a zealot from a scumbag. So if you've done well, you got yourself a gun, and you want to go up and move up a little bit in the world, then it's definitely a reasonable upgrade. You're not going to get screwed over by losing all of your things. I do, by the way, and probably should mention that I have my radio muted. You can do that by holding tab and clicking on the radio. It makes sure that we're not being harassed by everybody in the server through their mics. I am going to go to the left over here and show off the underground. There's a place that you can only get if you go into a Menacite debt, which is pretty hard to do unless you're just killing everybody as a cortex. But this here is actually, yeah, the Volos precinct. If you go into debt, you will be put in there and you will become a slave. You'll have no arms. You have to push rocks. I will probably end up making a short video on that, but it's not much to see. You will literally be stuck there pushing rocks for being a bad person. And that's okay. Most people will just go to a new server if that happens to them, whether on purpose or by accident. Now, this part, this is on the opposite side of the big room. you can find this room that has water in the middle, and if you fall in there, you will die. Don't tempt it. I recommend in this room and in a couple other places I'll show you that you can look, and there will be, I don't see it here actually, it's not right here right now. There's going to be secret stashes. They're little more hidden places to look for loot, and they look like a pipe sticking out of the ground or maybe a bag sitting on a bench. I will make sure by the way, is it? No, still got noise. Lighter still works. Let me turn up the volume again a little bit, just a tad bit. Okay. They finally added a board on this too, so you can run across it. Used to it just be an open hole. You had to jump across that, and it, if you're the first time playing, it'd kill you every time. Now, if you go across the bridge from here and you go to the left, you will find the other ritual pit. There's 2 of them down here. Both of them, I believe, do the same rituals, but they are just down here as options. On the left over here, you'll find beds and things, and you also, if I can find it, where did that go? Where did it go? There it is. Scrap metal, sorry, never mind. I thought that was the secret stash. It's not. There should be a couple of them throughout here. There is a auto stitcher down here. It's more expensive than a normal auto stitcher, but obviously being Scum, everything is kind of, the bets are kind of against you. Holy mother of rubber banding. Sorry. I'm sure you guys know if you play Aneurism that there is an issue with lag and that sort of thing. Trying to find secret stash, show you guys. If I come all the way over here, you will find the sanctuary. This has a biofuel generator that you can put cancer pods or other things into in order to grow some stuff. If you come all the way in the middle floor, there's a place down here for crafting, as well as you'll see people normally put pots down here. Yeah, there's also card games and things if you'd like, places to hang out if you're not in the mood for killing everybody up above, which we'll get to, don't worry. If you drop down, whether via ladders or whatever, there is the biofuel refinery. It's got plenty in it right now that we could take out. If we press E on a ladder. Holy mother of rubber banding. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Sorry. Run and jump at it. Press E. Get a little boost. If you come all the way up to the top, again, it's just beds. It's just tents. Nothing too big a deal up there. The main thing that we want to be on the lookout for is those secret stashes. Those secret stashes can have a Frommer in them, which I believe is a gun. I think that's the name of the gun. It can have a very basic, really shitty gun in it. It can have all kinds of harder to get materials, machine parts, that sort of thing. I apologize for my rubber banding. You can see the top. My ping has gone through the roof all of a sudden. Again, another bench here to craft all sorts of things. Let's see. Here it is. There's one. Suspicious stash. Little bag. You can get, boom, gunpowder. Right there to make some ammunition. These are extremely important if you are playing as a Scum, because there is no shortage of materials when being a Scum. You need to take every single thing that you find. Yep, organs included. Organs can be used to make drugs, if I remember correctly. And drugs that will make it much harder for people to kill you. So, I recommend using drugs, using... oh, there's another one. That's another suspicious stash, this thing right here. I recommend using every little advantage you can get when playing as the Scum. It's going to be very difficult to fight back, especially on a server where the Scum are not in control. It's just that hard. So, that is the entire underground. That is all the places that you can go underground. And you'll find right here, there is an exit up to the surface. If you go to the opposite end, over there, across, you'll see where my mouse is going. Right there, follow that bridge. There's a door there, and you can get up. Actually, I should explain that part more, because that part leads to a lot of useful places, actually. Fuck it. That's where we'll go up and take a look outside, and I'll try to show you some of the other objectives that we can get done. I will need to unmute my radio for this next part, because they could give us... They can give us some good information as to where the cops are, so we should be careful. So, essentially, as a Scum, besides sitting down here, gathering materials from the places I've shown you to make guns and things, or trying to steal them from the people up top, to make guns, besides all of that and the crafting that goes into being a scum, your objectives are to pretty much, you're going to pretty much want to attack anything and everything that they can build up topside. So this is a way to get up. You can go up through that. We can go up through the ladder and get up topside. Also, another place you can go is you can come over here. This leads us up right next to the harbor. This is a really good place to come out, but it's also risky because the cops can and will oftentimes camp the docks because it's a place that the proles like to hang around. It's also a place that all their food comes from. So we're gonna take out our knife. Take a look. What's up, man? So if you find these broken, you can stab them and break these consoles. Ooh. Hey, bud. We're gonna try to see if we can find some stuff to break so I can show off what I mean exactly. I'm gonna see if we can break this thing real quick. Oh god, I don't know if this knife is good enough to break these. Don't think so. That's okay. So essentially, though, what you want to be doing is going around and smashing these cameras up that you see. These neurostabilizers will tell you how much rot is in the area, and eventually, if you have an IED, large explosive, you can blow those up. They're making it really hard for the cops. Everything is busted up here. I've got to be kind of careful because definitely the cops will kill me on sight. Okay, sorry, that's the people talking on my radio. I thought that might have been cops nearby. There we go. Apparently the proles are out to get our asses too. This is a different way you can get underground. This is a different way you can get underground, and this is the other one I was showing you earlier. This can get you out to a few good places. Knowing how to get back underground in a pinch is extremely useful. Like, just learning all the different ways you can get. You can see there's a pipe in here, by the way. Like, they're common down here, unlike other roles. So if you can get down here, you can definitely get yourself a pipe easily. But now that they've added the way to guarantee yourself a pipe as a prole, there's no real point in it. I'll go ahead and head back out here. So this place is also pretty good. Like I said, that one leads up right there where you saw me come down. Ooh, hello. What? Okay. I'm going to follow this zealot because he's probably a bit more armed than I am currently. But we want to destroy all those cameras. We want to destroy all the terminals. We want to destroy pretty much anything we can get our hands on. That's how we gain amenocytes. All those people that you saw with pipes, I could have murdered them. Straight up, could have shanked them to death, and I would have been completely within my right to do so as scum. What up? I'm gonna let him go right now. There actually is a terminal over here on the right that you can get to. If you're careful. Because the cortex are out here too. Terminal's busted. Oop, this isn't busted. These neuro consoles are also something that we can go about destroying. I think. I know they are destroyable. This knife might not be good enough, actually. Using it to try to smash these is not doing well. I don't play a lot of Scum. You can probably notice that. Okay. I probably can't do it with a knife. I might... What do you need to do this? Oh, a pipe. Oh, fuck my life. I already seen one of those. Okay, well, there you go. So you do need a pipe to smash things. My apologies. The knife is a great weapon against people. I thought it could be used to kill machinery as well. I stand corrected. We'll go back down. We'll get ourselves a pipe. Ooh. We'll get ourselves a pipe and try to smash some stuff up. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Like I said, a lot of the pipes down here spawn fairly easily from all the different places that you can search as Scum. And especially since only Scum can get down here, a lot of the time you'll find it's easier. Thanks. But yeah, a lot of the time we can just come down here and get a pipe right quick. I will probably cut real quick to getting a pipe.
Hey, what were you looking for?
Just a pipe. Trying to smash some shit.
Right here. I have a pipe.
Appreciate it. Alright, boys and girls. Welcome back. I did manage to get my hands on a pipe so I can show off. Oh, damn. Somebody's already been through here to smash some of the stuff. I could try to show off actually smashing a few of the terminals. This one on the right up here, a lot of people don't really know about unless you've played a little bit of the cortex side, because sometimes it will tell you to go here. A lot of people though don't know about it, but here. So now we should be able to come over here with the pipe. There you go. Fucking prole. If I can get him, there we go.
Come on, get some. Let's get it.
Come on, bud. That's what you about? Nice, motherfucker. What a piece of shit. Alright, sorry. Apparently the proles over here are going fucking nuts trying to fight back, so that will happen from time to time. If you want to PvP, this is definitely the role for it. It's going to be a lot of people hunting your ass, which is okay. Like I said, if that's what you're into, go for it, man. This is definitely the role for it. Hey, Doc, any chance you want to patch me up? Here, something for your trouble. Alright. So, but yeah, this is essentially what you'll be doing as a scum, is running around causing havoc. If there was more cops, we'd be fighting them. I highly recommend, though, if you're on a server that does have a good deal of cops, to take the time to farm downstairs, get yourself a gun before you come up topside, because it will be a really tough fight if you try to do it without without killing the cops, or they're just trying to sneak around. It is definitely very tough to do so, but could be done. So, but anyways, that pretty much covers everything that you should be doing as the scum. There are some other tips and tricks, but I'll let you guys learn that. I don't want to give you every single detail. Talk to people in game. Talk to your fellow zealots, your scumbags. They will help you get everything sorted and figure out all the little nitty-gritty details. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer as many questions as I can. If there's anything else, guys, I appreciate it. You guys feel free to subscribe to me if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Of course, guys, take it easy.